guys, and welcome back to another video. You've already seen this face once. I am batch filming today because I don't feel good. I start a new job on Monday. The baby's finally asleep, so we're getting things done. That's what's happening today. So this is number 2 out of 3. Yeah, 3 videos I need to film. But today we're going to talk about my favorite series of all time. One of these I have not finished yet. I'm halfway through the series and I'm already ready to put it on this list. So let's get to it. I think I'm going to update this like every year. So right now it is June the 4th when I'm filming this. So I want to put it in the calendar, which I have in my bullet journal, for next June the 4th. Well, maybe whatever day that falls on. Like today is a Saturday. So June the 4th, I'll film again and see what my favorite series are, if they've changed. Yeah, let's get into it. So the first one is one I'm halfway through, and that is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I love this series for how atmospheric it is. I don't like the main character. I have finished the first 2, which is The Diviners and Layer of Dreams. I don't like Evie. She's kind of selfish and kind of annoys me, but I love this series anyways. It is very atmospheric. It's set in the 1920s with a serial killing ghost is really what's going on here. And honestly, there's creepy little songs. They're so atmospheric, and you can tell that a lot of research went into this because it talks about like the cake makeup that Evie's putting on her face, or the radio shows, and like it definitely was well researched and makes you feel like you're sitting in the 1920s when you're reading this. Both of them did, and I absolutely love it. This might be the one series that will fall off and something else will take its place because I've not finished it yet. But I absolutely love this series. And if you can't get into this, I've been saying this since I listened to the audiobook. If you've found that you can't get into the series and it's not something that's your cup of tea, give the audiobook a try. It was not my cup of tea until I listened to the audiobook, and that the whole atmosphere come around, and like I fell in love with Libba's words. So there's that one. Actually with that series, I think I'm gonna physically read the 3rd one, possibly. We will see. So my next number 2 on this list, and they're not in any specific order, this is just the order I was able to pull them off my shelves, and that is the Clockwork. And I think it's The Infernal Devices is what this series is called. Am I right? Yes, The Infernal Devices. I have Clockwork Princess, or Clockwork Angel right here, but it has no cover. There it is. Okay. It has no cover. I bought it from thrift books, and it came with no cover. I didn't care. I just wanted to have it on my shelves and to love it, and now I do. And then this, actually, Clockwork Prince. Wow, I didn't even know that was on there. Clockwork Prince. Oh no, it doesn't. Maeve, it's Clockwork Princess that has it in it. One of them has a family tree in it. I think it's the other one that has a family tree. This one has an exclusive letter from one to another. Yes. Yeah, this one has an exclusive letter that Will wrote to his family on his 17th birthday. That's what's in this one. So I have collector's first edition of this one and Clockwork Prince, and so each one of them have like a little extra, extra bit in it for that. There's that one though. And then next series, which I don't have the first one of either, I don't have the first one of this one, and that is A Court of Thorn and Roses, Aquitar. Guys, I love this so much. I really do. Honestly, I could put any Amasis series on here, but Aquitar has a special spot in my heart. I've reread and tabbed up my A Court of Mist and Fury. I have not done A Court of Rings and Ruin. War. I really want to do that one. That might be happening in July. But I absolutely love this series. I love Freya. I love Rhys. I love their family. I love the Court of Dreams. Like, I love it all. There is nothing about the series that I don't like, to be honest. Now, that series, the House of whatever, Crescent City series, I don't like the ending of the 2nd book. We've talked about this on my channel. There's a whole ranty review about that book. But I'm angry about that. And I need the next one. Just FYI, if you've not read that. But I love this series, and it's definitely one of my favorite of all times. My next one is actually a throwback, and I don't think it's ever going to get replaced because I love it so much. And that is Beautiful Creatures by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stohl. This is literally, I love this so much. This series follows Ethan. Ethan meets Lena. Yes, Lena Duquesne. And Lena is a caster. And Ethan doesn't know this. Ethan just falls in love with her and decides that he wants to be with her. She lives in this creepy mansion up in the hill with her Uncle Macon. And Ethan kind of gets thrown into the caster world and shit starts to happen. Now, my favorite thing about this series is it is set in the South. I think Georgia. I could have that wrong. But it's set in the South, like the deep South. And so I listened to the first 2 of these on audiobook. They have a beautiful Southern accent, not one that is faked or overly done or anything like that. It's just a very basic home. This is the only way I can describe it. It sounds like the narrator for these books sounds like my grandfather did. Very country, very Southern accent. Alma reminds me of my grandmother's, and I love Alma so much. And his aunts are part of my family. Like, I can literally in my head pinpoint the people in my family that are his aunts. I loved this so much, and I wonder if this is one of my favorite series of all time because I'm from the South and it's like going home. Reading these and like listening to the audiobooks and being in their world felt like being at home for me because I am from Texas, and so it fit. I love this series so much. Lena and Ethan are just trying to make the best of what they can, and top shelf. And Link makes me laugh every time I think about him. He's one of my favorite characters of all, and I just giggle every time I think of Link doing something stupid. And then the last one on this list is another one that may fall off, we'll see, and that is the Mara Dyer series. So I've not read the Noah Shaw side of things. I'm just talking about the 3. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, the Retribution of Mara Dyer, and there's one more. It's below me and I can't see it. It's the Evolution and then the Retribution of Mara Dyer. I love this series. It is so atmospheric, as all of these are. It is creepy. You don't know if Mara's going crazy or if somebody's really fucking with her. Like, you don't know. There's so much mystery in these that it's not even like there's a red herring where you can try to figure it out. There really isn't. You don't know because you're from Mara's perspective and Mara doesn't know. So they're so good. This follows me. I guess I can get a synopsis. This follows Mara. Mara believes she murdered her friends when an asylum collapsed on them. She's the only one that made it out alive, and she believes she murdered them. She comes to find out and tries to try to figure out if she has the power to wish death upon anything. She meets Noah, who Noah believes he has the power to heal anything and anyone. Noah can hear when someone is just in distress, like something reaches out to him and he can hear they're in distress. And him and Mara realizes in the very, very first beginning that he heard her friends. Like, he heard her when this happened. And Mara doesn't really remember a lot of what happened in the asylum. And so the first book is a lot of her trying to figure out what happened in the asylum, what's going on. She truly believes she's going batshit. And so, yeah, this is just so good. It's a twisty turny, you will not see the ending coming kind of series. And I highly, highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. But yeah, those are some of my favorite series of all time. I want to do a series I want to reread video for you guys. It's gonna wait because I don't feel up to it, but that is definitely on the docket for coming up because There's a couple series I'd literally go, I don't remember enough what happened there. I love them. They're on my shelves, but I don't remember, and so I want to reread. But those are the series that are my all-time favorite for now, my top 5 when I sit down and think about it. I can't wait to see where I get to and see how much this changes in a year. But let me know below, what is one of your favorite series of all time? How many books is in it too? Because I think that's interesting to see if it's a longer series or if it's a shorter one, like where people fall. But I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.